What's up everyone, welcome to today's video, welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to look at the confirmed characters for Mortal Kombat 1. This is on the Mortal Kombat FAQ page. We're going to talk a little bit about these characters and basically seeing them in the trailer, confirmed them, but Johnny Cage we didn't see in the trailer, or I didn't see him. He may have been somewhere hiding in the Edenia crowd, you never know. These developers do fun stuff like that, and they actually confirmed him here. Now, one thing that's really important is there are also other characters that will be speculated upon, but there are some things that lean towards us saying possibly this character is going to return in MK1. Now, this question asked on the FAQ page, what characters will be available for Mortal Kombat 1? The list goes on and starts with Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Kung Lao, Kitana, Mileena, Shang Tsung, Johnny Cage, and many others. The reason I said some other characters may be, in a sense, unveiled soon and why we think they're leaning this way is because Carrie Ann Hoskins, I don't know many of you who know this person, is a character in the Mortal Kombat series. She, I think, and let me be very clear here, I think she played Sonya Blade, back in the day in the Mortal Kombat, I think, was it the movies or did she play the character model for MK, from back in the day? I can't necessarily remember the full weight of her involvement with Mortal Kombat, but I know that she does have a lot of weight when it comes to, pretty much being a central figure in the entire franchise. She started to post a little bit about the Mortal Kombat trailer. Now, this could be her just, throwing stuff out there, promoting the game. But when fans started to ask her in the comments here on Twitter in the replies, hey, Carrie, are you going to be in this game? She hasn't still replied, which leads me to think that, she's probably in a position where she's only going to go ahead and just throw that out there. And then whatever goes on, we get to see. Could be she's just promoting it. It could be that she's going to be in the as the character voice actress in the lineup, and so on and so forth. But nonetheless, we still have to look and say, if we take a glance at the Mortal Kombat 11 list and we look at the characters that have already been showcased in all of this, we can tell that when you look at these base characters and you negate the guest characters, when I say guest characters, I'm talking Rambo, I'm talking Terminator, Joker, and Spawn, we can look here and say there might be perhaps a good number of these characters that were in MK11 returning to the roster. There are some that may have the, I would say a high level of unlikelihood, I guess that's how you can put it, that they probably won't return because their addition to the story may not necessarily, be that strong. But you never know. They may have been minor characters in the old, in the Mortal Kombat 11 timeline, and then now in MK1 that the timeline has reset, they become central figures. The news and the talk in the town is that Kung Lao will be a central figure in this whole conversation. We also know that Mileena, the way we've seen her already appearing, is going to be some sort of a central figure, possibly playing the role of the bodyguard, to her sister Kitana. I mean, if you go back and you watch the trailer here, we do have a spot. Let me go ahead and just blow this up so that we can see it, where she is pretty much riding in a chariot with her sister, and seemingly, she's playing the role of some kind of a bodyguard. Oh, let me turn the audio off. And somehow she's basically playing the role of a bodyguard, with her sister while basically sitting in here. Now, I wonder, she puts on her mask here. My guess is, ladies and gentlemen, she may not be this. Oh, okay. She still has the vampiric look. They still went ahead and kept that. So she still may be, still in that same framework in the design, but she's playing a whole different role right now. So this is why I say that, these characters may eventually play a very solid role in the game as it comes on. I don't know about characters like Shiva. Kotal Khan got deleted very fast. Raiden has to play a central role because, Liu Kang will probably be like, hey, thanks, buddy, for helping me to achieve my whatever in the past timeline. There might be allusions to that. Nightwolf, I think, needs to be in this game, in my opinion anyways. A character like Rain, I don't necessarily know where his allegiance would lie if he were to be here. So I don't necessarily know, nor do I see him being in the game. You never know. I don't want to make too much speculative guesses as to what we're going to be seeing, but I'm certain that these characters that they've actually put as a core, what you want to do to find the characters that may show up with them, and to look at, in my opinion anyways, is to look at, the surrounding, lore surrounding MK11. And that way you're probably going to be able to get a sense of, okay, how we're going to be seeing some of these characters that are returning, some fan favorites that have been requested for years as well, would probably have to be in the mix. And then other characters that did not necessarily show up in a playable state, like Cyrax. Was it Cyrax that that Sub-Zero and Scorpion were dealing with, that was kind of helping them because, his mind has been trapped and so on and so forth. We may be able to get a version of him, that it's very interesting. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can imagine what I'm talking about here. Most of us that are MK fans, we're probably dreaming this stuff, and it'll be really, really nice to be able to get this stuff, fully fleshed out as the character roster begins to unveil. And I think it will give us a little place to kind of like place story points and elements. But it seems like this Mortal Kombat game is very, very centered around the story and around the lore. I think a lot of the criticism taken from the last game because of the timeline stuff and so on and so forth is going to be taken to heart in this particular game. And the character list, as they're unveiling it, will start to show us exactly where it is that they're going. But it creates a lot of excitement and it creates a lot of anticipation. I'll stop the video here. Didn't want the video to go too long. Sorry for it passing 5 minutes. And we'll continue to talk about this stuff as time goes on. Shout out to you guys here in the MK community for even tuning into my videos and my work here on YouTube. I'm a huge MK11 fan. I kind of backed away from the content because I was doing some other stuff on my other channel. Did not take the opportunity to continue to cover MK11. Haven't been a childhood MK fan, so it's nice to be able to get, linked up with more people that are like-minded, and even some of you from other, video game conversations that do like the Mortal Kombat franchise. I really appreciate you guys tuning into these videos. I'll get out of here. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.